The most important beauty pageant in the world, Miss Universe, was born in 1952, and since then, more than 120 countries around the world have sent a candidate to compete in at least one edition. Over the years, the contest has gained great popularity around the world, and several countries have shone like never before in this contest, which is why Top Venezuela brings you the top 10 updated up to the 72nd edition of the countries with the most classifications. We start in order with the number 10 position he occupies. 10. Greece, 18 classifications. The European country reached the Universal Contest in its first edition under the representation of Ntaizi Mavraki, who finished as second finalist that year. Thus, she achieved a path of success in the 67 occasions in which she competed, having her first and only Miss Universe in 1964, Corinna Tsopei. The last time Greece entered the top was in 2005 with Evangelia Aravani. In position number 9, there is a five-fold tie with 9 Israel, 20 classifications. The Middle Eastern country debuted in Miss Universe in its first edition with Aura Vered, who failed to enter the top of the semi-finalists. She has competed in a total of 68 editions and only took the crown in one in 1976 with Rena Messenger. This country has a total of 20 classifications to the top of Miss Universe, its last pass being in 2005 with Eleanor Ralph. 9. Mexico, 20 classifications. The first country in Latin America to reach the top is Mexico. The Aztec nation joined the ranks of Miss Universe with Olga Llorens Perez Castillo in 1952 without managing to qualify that year. Likewise, they have managed to add a total of 20 classifications to the top of semi-finalists with 3 Miss Universe crowns won: Lupita Jones, who was crowned in 1991, Jimena Navarrete, who held the title in 2010, and Andrea Meza, who won in 2020, and until now has been the last in classification of the Latin country. 9. Japan, 20 classifications. In 1952, Japan joined Miss Universe with Himiko Kojima, who did not qualify that year. They have participated in a total of 60 editions, qualifying in only 20, of which 2 won the crown: Akiko Kojima, who won in 1959, and Ryo Mori, who won in 2007. Their last pass to the top of semi-finalists was with Juri Watanabe in 2021. 9. Canada, 20 classifications. The North American country is one of the only 2 that have competed in all editions of Miss Universe. His first candidate was Ruth Carrier, who did not obtain any classification. Thus, throughout history, 2 Canadian queens have been crowned: Karen Diane Baldwin, Miss Universe 1980, and Natalie Glebova, Miss Universe 2005. Her last classification was in 2022 with Amelia Tu. 9. Spain, 20 classifications. The European country reached the Universal Contest in 1960 with Maria del Rio, who finished as the 4th finalist. Spain has entered the top on 20 occasions and has competed on 53 occasions, of which only one time did they take the crown, in 1974 with Amparo Muñoz Quesada. His last classification was in 2023 with Atenea Perez. In 8th position, there is a triple tie with 3 countries. 8. Germany, 21 classifications. This country competed in 71 editions of the contest, and in only 21 of them they have managed to reach the top. They only withdrew in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Its first representative was Renate Hoy, who was the 4th finalist. They won their only Miss Universe in 1961 with Marlene Schmidt. His last classification was with Natasha Berger in 2002. 8. France, 21 classifications. This is the other country that has competed in all editions of the contest. The first queen was Claude Goddard, who did not obtain any classification. So far, there are a total of 21 classified and 2 universal queens: Christiane Martel, who was Miss Universe 1953, and Iris Mittenaere, Miss Universe 2016. Their last classification was achieved in 2021 with Clémence Bertino. 8. Australia, 21 classifications. The only country from Oceania on the list has participated in a total of 61 editions, and in 21 of them, they have earned a place in the final. They debuted in 1952 with Leah McCartney, who did not enter the top. To date, they have a total of 2 Miss Universe, Kerry-Ann Wells, Miss Universe 1972, and Jennifer Hawkins, Miss Universe 2004. Their last classification was with Mariah Wilson, who is the current second runner-up of the Miss Universe organisation. 7. Peru, 22 classifications. Peru is left with number 7 on the list. They also debuted in 1952 with Ada Gabriela Bueno Bertger, who could not reach the top. Peru has been present in a total of 69 editions and only entered the top in 22. This country has a Miss Universe, Grady Sender, who took the title in 1957. Her last classification was with Camilla Scribens in 2023. 6. South Africa, 26 classifications. This is the only African country on the list and takes 6th place. Katharina Higgins was its first candidate to compete in 1952, where she placed in the top 10. The African country has competed in a total of 54 editions, and in 3 of them they finished with the crown. In 1978 with Margaret Gardner, in 2017 with Demi-Lee Nel-Peters, and in 2019 with Zozibini Tunzi. Her last qualifier was Bryony Govender, who reached the top 20. 6. Puerto Rico, 26 classifications. The Island of Enchantment debuted in 1952 with Marilia Levy-Bernal, but failed to qualify. Puerto Rico has competed in a total of 70 editions, and in 26 of them they occupied a place on the final night. Puerto Rico has 5 Miss Universe crowns, won by Marisol Malaret Contreras in 1970, Deborah Fatima Carty-Doe in 1985, Dayanara Torres Delgado in 1993, Denise Marie Quiñones August in 2001, and Zuleika Rivera in 2006. The last one to enter the top was Carla Gilfu, who made it to the top 5. In 5th place, there is again a tie with 5 Philippines, 27 ratings. The Asian country debuted for the first time in 1962 with Josephine Brown Estrada, who did not obtain any classification. The Philippines has competed in 61 editions, and in 27 they have managed to enter the top. They have 4 crowns to date: Gloria Diaz in 1969, Margie Morgan in 1973, Pia Wurtzbach in the 2015 edition, and Catriona Gray in 2018. Their last classification was achieved in 2023 with Michelle D. 5. India, 27 rankings. Indrani Rahman was India's first representative at Miss Universe 1952. She failed to qualify. In total, they have competed in 60 editions, and in 27 of them, they managed to enter the top. They have won the crown 3 times with Sushmita Sen in 1994, Lara Dutta in 2000, and Hanaz Sandhu in 2021. The last Indian queen to qualify was Shweta Sharda, who reached the top 20 in 2023. 4. Sweden, 28 classifications. The European country debuted in 1952 with Anne-Marie Thistler, who ranked in the top 10. To date, they have participated in a total of 66 editions and only entered the top in 28. The Nordic country has 3 universal crowns: Hillevi Rombin, Miss Universe 1955, Margrethe Arvidsson, Miss Universe 1966, and Yvonne Riding, Miss Universe 1984. Their last classified was Renat Serlian, who entered the top 15 in 2009. 3. Brazil, 39 classifications. The South American country debuted in 1954 with Martha Maria Hacker Rocha. To date, they have competed in a total of 69 editions and have taken the crown twice. In 1963 with Ieda Maria Bruto Vargas, and in 1968 with Martha Maria Cordero Vasconcelos. They have managed to qualify in 39 editions, their last being top Julia Garma in 2020. 3. Colombia, 39 classifications. Colombia arrived at Miss Universe for the first time in 1959 with Luz Marina Zuluaga, who took the crown that year. To date, Colombia has competed in a total of 66 editions, and in 39 they have advanced to the first cut. There are 2 crowns that this country has in Miss Universe. The aforementioned one won in her debut and the one worn by Paulina Vega in 2014. Her last classification was with Camila Avella, who in 2023 reached the top 5 of the final night. 2. Venezuela, 47 classifications. Venezuela arrived for the first time at Miss Universe in 1952 with Sofia Silva Inseri, who did not achieve any classification. The Latin country has competed in 70 editions of Miss Universe, of which in 47 they achieved a classification. There are 7 Venezuelan women who have won the beauty pageant: Maritza Sayalero in 1979, Irene Sayas in 1982, Barbara Palacios in 1986, Alicia Machado in 1996, Diana Mendoza in 2008, Estefania Fernandez in 2009, and Gabriela Isla in 2013. Her last classification was with Diana Silva in 2023, who reached the top 10. 1. United States, 67 ratings. The first place is occupied by the host country, the United States. Their first queen to compete was in 1952 with Jackie Lockery, who entered the top 10. This country has competed in 71 editions, of which they have qualified in 67. They have a total of 9 universal crowns won by Miriam Stevenson in 1954, Carol Morris in 1956, Linda Beamont in 1960, Sylvia Hitchcock in 1967, Sean Weatherly in 1980, Chelsea Smith in 1995, Brooke Mahilani Lee in 1997, Oliva Culpo in 2012, and Aboni Gabriel Nola in 2022.